Hello everyone, Matthew Hawkins here for the first time, with a live stream. Yes, I'm live in living colour here on YouTube. It's Super Bowl, everyone. I've got my Super Bowl, I've got my Jets jersey on. My custom one is an old one now, pretty much, but that doesn't really matter. And welcome to this watch along where I'm going to be watching Channel 4's coverage of Super Bowl XVII, the first Super Bowl that was broadcast live on British television back in 1983. And here we are now in living colour. See if someone's joining in. Welcome. Before we get now, the reason why I put this Super Bowl on as well is the 100th season of the NFL. A season where they will be talking a lot about the history of the NFL and that. And what better one than the first one broadcast live on British television, Super Bowl XVII, as I recently as well found on YouTube, the Channel 4 coverage. The links are in the description as well. It's in two parts, sadly, not one full video, but fair enough, I guess. Welcome those who've just come on stream as well. If you're having a great night or great day, wherever you're watching around the world, feel free to chat as well. I want to address some things though first. Obviously, we've discussed Super Bowl XVII, why I picked this one. And obviously, last night I was going to do it, but I didn't really know how to do it. Seems to be the problem, but I've figured it out now. As you can see, I'm live right now in living colour. And, well, as well, I thought it'd be more appropriate as well because it happened exactly 37 years ago today. Believe it or not. Right, so let's go on with the stream then, shall we? So yeah, the link is in the description. If you want to watch this video yourselves as well, watch it along with me, or slight delay because of the obvious, you can do. It's SB17 channel London SB17 London coverage. That's what I just typed in on YouTube, and well, I found both. It's DVD 1 of 2 where you can find it. Again, before we get started, I want to address about a couple of things. Now, you know my countdown last year that I did, my top 53 Super Bowl commercials of all time. I'm going to kind of re-upload that on Saturday around possibly 11:30. I'm going to pre-up of it as a premiere where it's all the whole list together, not separate episodes like it was last year. Why? Well, whatever floats your boat, I guess. And also, I'm going to add, in honour of it being my 10th consecutive season, having a strong core following of the NFL, I'm looking at doing a top 10 where I'm going to add top 10 entries to the list, not the 53 that I've already done. You know, it's going to be, and that'll drop up around 7:30 on Super Bowl Sunday, hopefully. If all goes well. I also want to address about the passing of Kobe Bryant. Very sad, very shocked. 2020 hasn't been good for the world of basketball. It hasn't started well. I mean, David Stern died, obviously, on New Year's Day. And now recently, Kobe Bryant and his daughter died in a helicopter crash. Very tragic. I mean, the world of sport has been absolutely stunned. That being said, I think let's shut up. There's enough of the talking, enough of the jibber jabber, as Mr. T would say. Let's get on with the game. So again, SB17. It was the Redskins and the Dolphins, London version. And if you're with it now, I am. Let's press play then, shall we? 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Yeah, SB17, Redskins versus Dolphins, DVD 1 of 2. It's got London version. Links are in the description. If you want to join in, watch along. Hence, this is a watch along. Also, feel free to have a chat with me as well. And this up. Some will dispute that, Nicky, but I would definitely say it's one event I sure will get excited for every year. Just having a little. Of course, he was a kicker. Apparently, they used to take the mick out of him. Can't say Britain's game, but it was nice to have him. Britain of all people being an ex-player in the 80s. I mean, watching a clip on Channel 4's coverage in 2010 from the Vicious Boys of all people back in 1987 explaining the basics of the game. That's why I learnt the basics of the game. You know, I couldn't really understand the down system. And say what you will about the Vicious Boys, but they taught me about the basics. Obviously, special teams. So hopefully everyone watching this stream knows American football, knows the basics. Sorry, John. Sorry, Nicky. We're just going to talk through where I guess. Also, I want to point out, I think I'll just take this time here. I've been seeing on social media this kid, 16-year-old kid, who's got some global headlines from launching a petition to have the Super Bowl on a Saturday. I get your point because you know we eat too much food, or you get guys who just get too drunk and don't get 16. So I assume he's not going to be drinking heavily, though, is he? Because you know you don't condone that. I don't condone that. I just think this was back as well when satellite technology was also in its infancy. So back to that petition. All right, I get your point. If you want my take on it, my 10 cents on the subject, I get your point, and this is coming from someone in the UK who has to, you know, book the day off just to watch the game. We have to still play just to watch the game. You're in the United States, you know, you can watch the game live, no questions asked. Likely, obviously, yeah, there'll be people who may have a bit too much to eat or drink, and will be in no state for work the next day. I mean, I just think, I mean, I get your point, but I'm thinking, I don't mind it being on a Sunday. I mean, it would be a shock to the system with it being on a Saturday. I want to see how this goes. What do you guys think if you're watching? If you're watching it live, let us know in the chat. If you're watching it on demand, watch it down. Let us know in the comments below as well. Don't forget as well, this was a strike shortened season, so let's head to Miles Aiken. Remember when you see this countless times? I've seen the opening montage for Channel 4's coverage of Super Bowl 23. Only the opening montage. I think it's an epic opening montage. A real sense of chill down my spine. Obviously, I wasn't even born before then. I thought, is he like doing it in front of a chroma key, or it could be blue or green screen, and trying to give you this hard sell that they're there? Obviously, it might have been that because obviously back then they didn't have the facilities that they have now. But I'm proper convinced that, because I've noticed, if you ever watch films, and I think because I studied media as well at college and at school, and it's kind of like you kind of know, I've got more of an idea how it all works, how it all gets put together, and how they make that effect possible. As they go to the NBC coverage, the late Dick Enberg, and we've got Marilyn Olsen as well on commentary. The sounds of Olivia Newton-John. The They're just ending the pre-game shortly. At this point, I'm going to promote the stream further. It's the late Dick Enberg. Obviously, that was done with a chroma key background. So, so a lot of this being due to the Shrek's shortened season. Just check see if you want to. Yeah, you can in my trackpad click. Okay, just gonna. So I'm saying in the post. Wow, I mean, like a lot of the proper insider knowledge there given by John Smith, obviously ex-kicker. Let me know if you guys are hearing this as well. Don't want to make it too loud, you know. And just think now, you know, I think it's something like $5 million that Fox will be charging for commercials this year. It's Dickenberg and Meryl Olsen. I'm not sure if it's a blue screen because, well, obviously the mic cover, obviously the Mr. Emberg is holding there is blue, and it would have been a colour clash. It would have gone through. Could be green, could be yellow, whatever it was. I know it was probably would be green. It was just well before commercials really became a thing as well. Um, If you want to watch this with us, it's down in the description as well. The links to the videos. We're currently still on part one. They're still doing the pre-game ceremonies. Right, we can just share it there. I'm still new to the streaming thing. Now you see the satellite feed. I bet this would have been let me know as well if you're watching. And oh, hang on a sec. Siri's just gone off. And Siri. I mean, it's obviously stuff that John Smith was saying. This satellite dish. Don't forget, satellite technology was sort of in its infancy. Fade's gone to black. Say back when. Not many people liking them. replying to a text message at the moment during the. But what do you guys think about this? It's a nail biter. This and the game hasn't even kicked off. What do you guys think about this? You know, they think they should bring this back, or you like how it is now? This is Dolphins defense. Unsure. I think wouldn't their quarterback Dan Marino in this class, or was that the year after Dan Marino came in? Who are you? 1983. So yeah. Texas Manley. Defense, isn't it? Someone's not getting a bit talkative here, but I mean, it's me here on my own talking about. Well, anyone come to the chat yet? Be friendly, guys. Be friendly. If anyone thinking about doing it, anyone watching it live, or who's watching it on demand. Check in. Try and get see if anyone's in. Coach Joe Gibbs, the only man who's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the NASCAR Hall of Fame now with Joe Gibbs Racing. His race team that seems to be doing really well. There's Carl Busch won the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup last year. Well, it's now the NASCAR Cup Series now. Got it. Getting bad itches here. We don't want that. Too much information live broadcasting. Right, I'm sat down here, so I will be out front. I will be right back during the answer. Hello, guys. No one's just joining me. Nice. You got a drink? Come back, guys. Just got a drink as well. I would have thought as well, like, John Smith would be key part of the coverage, obviously, once he retired. Because well, people were learning this sport, weren't they? Because obviously it was all brand new to pretty much nearly everyone in the country. So don't forget, Channel 4 had only been on air for a few months by this point. You imagine how much it is now. I mean, just watching it and just think like how much it's evolved. Like watching it on BBC or Sky here in the UK. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be watching it on NFL Game Pass because we can get the commercials. It's all legal. I'm not streaming it all the way. You don't do that. Just explained by the ref. Let me know. Can you guys hear this okay? Can you hear what's going on? I don't want to make it too loud, Minutes, 2 minutes past 8. Excuse me. Keep. Gibson, say weird to see him, say it's the late afternoon. All right, Dickenberg and Merlin also on the call. Jeff is the rookie out of UNC. Is got it on the tee. Out to receive is Fulton Walker. Superbowl XVII, Merlin Olsen, Dickenberg. Enjoy. In the studio, we've got John Smith, we've got first Nicky Horn, and obviously the contest winners. I forgot their names. Sorry, guys, for watching. It's Woodley. Yeah, it's not Dan Marino. Obviously, it was last year before he came in. Would come in the next year. And obviously in Pasadena, it's Miles Aiken. Ooh, nearly picked off there. Just keep me awake. We need a few of these on Sunday night. And no moving the game to Saturday wouldn't cure it. I mean, yeah, it would give us an extra day to recover. But I think that's the only good that I think will come out of it. Is you just get an extra day to recover from all the madness. Oh yeah, what do you guys think about it? I mean, I'm going to read some comments here off the NFL UK Facebook page. Some just it's talk about delete post run. I'm just while looking for this. I'm not sure if I should repeat what the leader of the free world, Donald J. Trump, has did tweet. Whoever, I'm not sure if it really was him. So yeah, legendary quarterback Joe Theismann, running back John Riggins. Yeah, Marcus Allen played for the Raiders. Guys, just sorry, I'm just looking through social media. I could just look it up. Super Bowl Saturday. Something by the Wall Street Journal. Should it be played on a Saturday? I'm probably due during the commercial, actually. Well, during the break, instead of Nicky Horn and John Smith and Miles Aiken and all them doing some chat, I'm going to probably read an article from Wall Street Journal on this matter. Because he's kind of a big talking about this kid got national media attention for basically just writing about how starting a petition about how he wants Super Bowl to be moved to a Saturday. Obviously not this year, but next year. I get your point. I think obviously it's benefit. It's a big benefit in it that if you did get an extra day to recover, because so yeah, they're okay to have a bit more to drink, and Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown catch the football. Yes, he did. Sorry, I think I never really saw the Peanuts franchise when I was a kid. Well, yeah, Charlie Brown could never catch the football. I bet he got that a lot. I bet the Charlie Brown who played for the Redskins in this game, I bet he got that a lot. Running back John Riggins. Oh, incomplete pass. It's for I think that'd have been debate. I reckon now. I'm just looking on that replay. Would it look like it? Would it be a pass interference? The Stiesman and he gets sacked there. So the little thing. If you ever watched, excuse me, if you see, I think Channel 4, they used to have it. In BBC Sky, so not Sky, the ITV have it, I think, on live programming. If you ever notice like a little thing in the corner when they're about, you kind of notice like, yeah, they're about to go to break. I've kind of noticed it. It's gonna, yeah, it's about to go to break. Well, I think. I mean, I think I'll just do it now. Obviously, when it went to break, but probably just talk over. But there's always a faction that will want to make the Monday after Super Bowl a national holiday. I mean, I would. The idea being Americans could drown themselves in cheesy doodles and frozen margaritas on the Sunday, then lounge in bed the next day until they mooch on the cheesy doodles they'd stashed in their pajama pocket. Me, I don't want any more holidays, at least if it means a school holiday. My children do not need more time off. If it was okay, I'd return them to school midday on December 25th after they've opened their presents. I love my kids, but mommy and daddy need their rest. That's what going to the work is for. I I should. There's a budding movement for Super Bowl Saturday. As of Thursday morning, it is a petition to move the game 24 hours. Has collected 70,000 signatures, almost, which is roughly the same number of fans who will gather off in I-95 to watch the Chiefs and Niners. I don't know what 70,000 signatures establishes, other than folks will sign almost anything. Yeah, especially if I'm in a rush, leaving the supermarket the other afternoon. I'm going to sign a petition to give driver's licenses to dogs. I mean, why not? Have you seen humans? The case for Super Bowl Saturday is simple. Super Bowl Sunday is the pick, especially when you have to get up early Monday morning with the children breath and have to go to school or work. I don't disagree. And if you're hosting a Super Bowl party, it's perfectly acceptable to abruptly tell your guests after the final whistle, get out my house. It's also fun. So there we go. Get out my house, so to a guest midway through the fourth quarter. Okay. At least it kicks off at 6:30 Eastern, so that's about 3 hours earlier than the average marquee sporting event. There are children in America who've never made it past the second inning of a World Series game. Like normally 8 o'clock Eastern. If you're thinking about coming to the game in person, fear not, there's still time. I've got to say from CNN. Don't think it's practical. You must stay up pretty late on Sunday to watch the game. Well, we'll see England after, but you know, why not? Well, so apparently him and his family were talking about the playoffs over dinner, and he said, should it be on a Saturday? That petition that they've started 70,000 reasons for signing on. It's about time, freaking time the NFL did this. If they can't move it to Saturday, at least make the kickoff earlier. I believe it's a change that would benefit everyone involved. Either move it to Saturday or make it Monday after a federal holiday. I think if more people watch it, get the NFL get more money, and people would travel to the game. There's more. It's always been on Sunday thanks to Congress. In 1961, Congress passed the Sports Broadcasting Act. The law helped set NFL broadcasting schedule for Sundays to protect it for college and high school football. It barred the broadcasting of pro games played on Fridays and Saturdays during school seasons. The Super Bowl was last for school football season. Well, it said, yeah, that in the past it has been stronger on Sunday evenings. On a survey in 2019, more than 17 million US employees might miss work the day after the Super Bowl. And there's an increase in automobile accidents, which is fair enough, into a 2003 study published in the New England Journal of Medicine. The Super Bowl from 1975. That's one thing I really wanted to talk about a little bit, and I want to get my honest opinion. I get your point. I'm not sure. I mean, it's easy said than done. I just think if you know you're at work the next day, just don't drink that much. If you're driving, it's pretty simple. Don't drink. I mean, I'm probably getting a lot of flack here, but I just think, well, I bet this has been a real shock to the system. That's the game. I haven't been paying attention to the game. I've been reading this article. Sorry about this, guys, but well, it's been one talking point. Now it's kind of flooding my social media all a little bit. And I'm just glad that I get to talk about it here. And the way I see it, I think, well, yeah, I get your point. It would be great, You think all the people will have to miss work. The thing is, that won't change. The things that won't change is there'll be still people who probably will drink and drive. Whether it's a Sunday or whether it's a Saturday. I mean, obviously, that won't just brush off by Monday. If you get done with a DUI, you might not be able to drive ever again. They might take your license off you, which is never pleasant. Isn't that freedom you get when you got your car, you got your driving license, or if it just get taken off you just like that? Yeah, sorry, Frank. I'm afraid I ain't gonna count you. You can't count me in. You can count me out. And probably, yeah. What do you guys do? You think some people will boycott the Super Bowl this year and say move it to Saturday and I'll watch it? The problem is the younger demographic are out partying, but the whole country will be out partying. I mean, I get the point because obviously, just think of it as well. Hey, you're going to get more, you get an extra day to recover. I just think it's a sociable time for you. It isn't for us. We have to book it off. My brother's not going to be watching the game because he didn't really want to book it off. Well, one because Patriots weren't in it, believe it or not, because he's a Patriots fan. But as well, he's only got X amount of days off allowed every year, paid time off. And he didn't really want to blow it all straight away in one go, which is fair enough. And even he agrees with it. You know, adverts, and don't get back in them days. Didn't mean a damn, okay. Back to the game. You see the satellite feed from the Goodyear, the picture from the Goodyear blimp. You know, I don't really see. Again, I'm really surprised. I was expecting someone. I see someone stupid enough in England to make a campaign. I know there's a site where you can have stuff, and if he gets enough signatures, it'll actually be discussed in the Parliament, in the House of Parliament. And I just think, well, if one of them was to make the day after, make it a national holiday, and you get the day off work after, and I just think, as much as I would support, I think no, absolutely not, because well, it's celebrate America's biggest sporting event, and I just think it starts with the Super Bowl. Where does it end? Soon we're gonna get people saying make it a bank holiday the day after WrestleMania. You know, it's gonna get, you know, it starts with the Super Bowl. Where does it end? Thankfully, I haven't seen petitions like that. But I think, look, as you know, I just think there'd be no point in it really, because again, it starts with the Super Bowl. Where does it end? Let me know what you guys think about this. So I haven't paid much attention to the game, have we? It's been babbling about this bloody petition that. I mean, that's one big story that I kind of want to talk about a little bit again. Talk about, and you just, I agree. Oh, look, I'll say how many times I've said it on stream now. I'll say this. You know, I get your point. I get the point. You know, it gives more freedom to drink, and you know, you're in a better state when you wake up. Well, you're not going to be in a real good state, but you've got a day to shake it off. You've got a day to recover from it all, instead of make it instead of and you've got to go to work and you're hungover as hell, or you couldn't get to sleep. I think I agree with Wall Street Journal. Is that will people just sign anything? Will sign any petition, whether they actually support it or not? Obviously, it's going to be on Sunday this year. Could it be the last time? Probably not. I don't think it should. I don't think it will. I mean, we'll see. I think the only way the will is if some people have boycotted the NFL. Do not do that. Watch the freaking Super Bowl. I mean, the guy who's starting the petition, he said he's going to watch it. The Redskins have called the timeout here. If you want to, link is in the description for the videos. I'm sorry for those who may have watched. Just going to pause. I could just. Right, we're about 53 minutes in. 53 minutes in, we're in. If you want to join in, with us exactly where we are. All right, so we had a little studio chat. So if you want to read these comments, there's some people who are signing. It's about freaking time the NFL did this. If they can't move it to Saturday, at least make the kickoff earlier. Not sure if making the kickoff earlier would make a difference. I believe it's a change that would benefit anybody and everybody involved. Either move it to Saturday or make the Monday after a federal holiday. It should be on Saturday, so the late celebration doesn't affect the Monday morning workforce. Okay, good enough. Ain't going to bed late and have to wake up the next morning at 3 a.m. to get into work at 4 a.m. Saturday's much better for all viewers. Audience will increase and have more fun. It's hard getting to work after staying up late. Like, you could just go to. I totally remove the Super Bowl to Super Bowl Saturday, so it will be less impact to employers. We will see an evident decrease in production from their employees that show up on Monday after the Super Bowl, and a higher increase of employees calling in sick. Makes more sense. People will miss less work. People who do party too much will be able to sleep in. It's the biggest game in pro football, so the viewership will still be there. It's late. We're getting old. It's rough getting work on Monday. You saw Super Bowl highs, but everyone works on Monday. I believe this makes more sense for people, especially working in America. A lot of people working in England. Not people have to. That's one less day holiday, paid holiday they can get. Mate, who book the day off work for it. Like, I mean, I get yeah, it'll benefit those. So yeah, there's less people who will phone in sick for work. if anyone's watching this on demand or live, if you watch it live, let us know your memories of watching this game or watching on Channel 4. We've had the field goal and seen notice. Mark Mosley, 23 consecutive. It's an NFL record, We'll be going to commercial in a minute. Obviously, NBC lot are coming out. I mean, I'm kind of multitasking here a bit, just looking here for. I also plan next week as well. Some big news about the XFL. Well, it kind of got confirmed last couple of days. I will probably make a video. I'll make 2 videos about the XFL ahead of opening week. I've got kind of some bold predictions as well as kind of where us lot here in Blighty can watch the XFL. It kicks off the week after the Super Bowl. I do hope that I'm going to be more consistent, more plan to, but it might go belly up. I guess we'll wait and see on that front. About an hour in, nearly an hour and a minute in now, to link to part 1 in the description of this video. If you've just joined, if you're just going to join us or stay with us. We got 10:30. A sec. Right. Also look. A sec. Let's come to the Glasgow Herald for January 29th, 1983. For what time started? look for the TV listings. I think I saw it the other day. Where is I can see it here. Where are we? Okay, the week for the weekend. Channel 4. It was on. Zoom in here. 10:45 through till 2:30. I just think Sky's coverage, I think, won't start while about 10, and then you've got like BBC will start on BBC Two, I think about 10:30, then move over to BBC One about 11 o'clock. I think it's just build up. It's going to be on BBC Two, obviously the big game itself over on BBC One. Excuse me. Well, we'll be like that on Sunday, okay? It says here, full coverage of the American football Super Bowl game. Miles Aiken in the stadium in Pasadena is backed up by Nicky Horn in London. Obviously, Don Shula as well, coach in Miami, would feature in Channel 4's coverage of Super Bowl XVIII, would be in the studio, and this was where they based it there, as well as I think he did as well for Super Bowl 21, I believe it was. Obviously, it was Walter Payton, Mick Lucas, and John Smith for 23. I don't know what it was proper for 22 because the Vicious Boys were still presenting it because obviously they asked Nicky Horn if he, cause by that point he was given the axe, and because the Vicious Boys were doing really terrible. First and goal for the Dolphins. And try not to say Marina. It's not Marina. It's before Marina came into the league. That's not good. Oh, Joe Paterno, the late Joe Paterno. Sadly, his legacy got tarnished by the whole scandal where they got rid of him. Led to him being fired as the head football coach at Penn State. South Park made a few jokes about that. Whoa. Not sure. I believe it was 4.5 million who stayed up to watch this game in the UK. If you were one of them, let me know. Some of your memories of watching this game. Ooh. Anyone wondering why I picked Super Bowl 17? I think I've mentioned it. This was the first in the year. This season's been, well, a lot of NFL history. Remote there, just where a lot of NFL history has been told. Say a lot about the history of the NFL. And given that I recently found somewhere on YouTube that had Channel 4's coverage of Super Bowl 17, first Super Bowl broadcast live on Channel 4 in the UK. Before that, throughout the 70s, it was on ITV's World of Sport, where it was just highlights. Just got that game, you got the Rose Bowl. Mainly, it's part of these sports. They used to have these really weird sports on World of Sport. I thought they put it on like near log rolling and Calgary Stampede. And some of all the weird stuff that was on World of Sport back in the day. They didn't think it was going to catch on. It caught on all right. That signal about to go to break, but I think it's going to be after this kickoff. I'm paying attention here. I don't know why I've been looking at you guys on screen. Hello, how are you? Oh, second quarter. I'll invite you there, Rose. All right, see that? I've got trousers on, you can see I've got jeans on. Easy. 55 to go in the second quarter. Who was on at half time this year? Obviously, this year it's going to be. Right. And it's used by Bob Yarney Productions, entitled Lido's Super Scope, featured and it featured the LA Super Drill Team. Well, you can, I'm pretty sure you can't be any far removed from where we've got it now, where we're going to have J-Lo and Shakira on at half time on Sunday. What do you guys think they're going to do? They're going to rock it? I was just joined. Hope you will enjoy the screen. If you want to just joined as well, right, 1:13:50. Oh, it's gone. If you want to, if you can do it in a double box, Scott Hanson, Son, and Phil Redson, you can watch this along with the Super Bowl. For the game coverage, welcome to do. So this is what the point of the watch along. Obviously, I don't really want to show footage of the game. There will be some passes that might not really like that very much. I don't want to chance it. And not some, or if you're not the NFL, it could be just some vigilante tape trader who, he doesn't have to claim that he owns that footage, but the guy who's claiming against has to. Which obviously he does not own that footage. It has happened. I saw with a NASCAR video on YouTube last year where there was this guy who was getting out getting the chains. Don't forget the videos in two parts, obviously. It's currently 10-9 where I am at the moment. Those tuning in, wanting to see where the hell's the game coverage, links in the description. You can watch along with us here on a slight delay, similar to what Culture used to do as well. With the What Culture extra service. How did that go? I don't know whether or not, because the game's in two parts, should I do it in two parts? We'll see how we do. I mean, it's nearly half time. How long is left in this part one? Still, 1:17 nearly, and it's got 1:53:24. And they're all keeping as well. And social media. I think as well, you did get live coverage of the Rose Bowl. So this ain't the first time American football has been broadcast live on UK television. Because we have the 1983 Rose Bowl. It's the late Merlin Olsen as well. So the late Dick Enberg. Mike Adamley did the trophy ceremony. I actually didn't mind him. I was real surprised when I saw him on WWE back in 2008. Didn't mind him. Only Mr. T was in attendance. I didn't realise it was next to the A team. I think I might try and see and find it. Obviously, I'm not going to watch it along with you guys here, but may as well. Doing my downtime, most of you guys can't see that. I was thinking about to get a break. Ooh, former NASCAR and IndyCar driver John Andreas died. He was the first guy to do the Indy 500 Coke 600 double header back in 1994. Yeah, and that began the tradition. Two-minute warning. Right, 2-minute warning. Sorry, I haven't been paying much attention to the game. I was just been looking at stuff. It's just the debut episode of looking on their Twitter. Oh, and a touchdown. To the film. Whoa, nice little touchdown there. So they were level at 10. I think I haven't been paying much attention to the game. So apologies, it's meant to be a watch along. We haven't been paying much attention to the game here. Of course, only one Super Bowl failed to sell out. That was the first one at the LA Coliseum. The first Super Bowl. Definitely got the potential to be a high-scoring game here. There's 10 apiece. Yeah, kickoff being returned for a touchdown. He will. Woo! 98-yard touchdown return for a touchdown. The Dolphins are back in the lead. Oh, devastated there. Oh, Fulham Walker. Fulham Walker with the. Look at that. Look at Super Bowl record. See, it was we just gave away 7 points. And the Dolphins are back in the lead by 6 with a kick to come. What I was saying earlier, if you ever watch, have you ever noticed sometimes where it's like kind of old films, so oldish, like the ones that you can tell are shot on film. You sometimes it like you can tell, can't you, when they've used chroma key, then when they've used, they haven't used chroma key. If you've noticed. I'm just gonna go get a drink in on the drink. Right. Okay. Back. Right. 17-10. Okay. I mean, we've got about, 33 years later? Malcolm Butler, who'd have thought at 49 when he made that epic pick to clinch the Patriots the game? And I reckon a Mr. Will Ferrell was probably watching it in a luxury box, and he was, when that pick made, he was probably like, "Why did you run it? Why did you run it? We're gonna win the game." Like how he does have his tantrums in his films. First time a kickoff was returned for a touchdown in the Super Bowl, 98 yards. And obviously, the first time the opening kickoff got returned for a touchdown was at Super Bowl 41. 1:38 to go. Are we going to get a few plays of scrimmage before halftime? We'll find out. Let's send it back to the late Dick Emberg and the late Ellen Olsen. And there's a flag on the play. We try and... Ooh, just lost. Speed there, you lost. We're back. We get more problems. Come on, Sam, obviously we don't get the NFL 82. We'll get the halftime show, obviously. Oh, and we had an episode of All in the Family. We've had brothers and sisters, not the brothers and sisters with Sally Field and Rob Lowe. We've had Ships. No, but that already aired. There's shows that have aired after the Super Bowl. Obviously, it's The Masked Singer. And let's see us getting The Masked Singer USA coming to British television anytime soon. Also, because we've just recently got a UK version. Excuse me. Masked Singer. I don't see still having Masked Singer USA. I'm honestly really surprised that it's not on like ITV2 or something. Because like when Britain's Got Talent first started, America's Got Talent was on ITV2. The American Idol for a long, long time was on ITV2. Obviously, it went to 5 Star, then it went off, and then it was on 4 Music for last the year of its first run. And now it was on Amazon Prime for the first year, and as of late, it still is. It was on Netflix. I'm just going to check. You know, America's Got Talent, that's now on Netflix. It's obviously Netflix UK, everybody. Yeah, I think it's just the last series. Amazon Prime. It's just the 2018, which is in it, you know. I'm real surprised as well. Voice USA is not on. They've got as well. That was one of the originators of the format. But so was America's Got Talent. That got successfully pitched first by Simon Cowell. Apparently, Britain's Got Talent. It did get to the pilot stage. ITV didn't want it. No one wanted it. But then someone at NBC in America saw that Simon Cowell was doing a pilot, and that got successfully pitched first. So, America's Got Talent normally starts not long after Britain's Got Talent. We're not here to talk about Britain's Got Talent. We're not here to talk about America's Got Talent. We're not here to talk about X Factor. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Super Bowl. I'm watching live Super Bowl, but it's something, don't we? It's just not me just sitting there just having because I'm going sober. I've been going sober all January. Link is in the description for my triathlon page. Want to donate? You're welcome to do so. Save some lives. You've got people who've been affected by cancer. Welcome to donate as well. Seisman. Whoa. Into the red. Well, you guys have been thinking of the stream so far. So we're about 4 minutes in. If you're just joining us and you want to check, you want to watch along with us, that's the whole point of this watch along. If you want to watch it with us, the link's in the description. Just part 1, 135, 40, or 135, 50. You can have a split screen. You're welcome. This one is definitely going to be the longest video on my channel. Ooh. Right, we're at halftime. Super Bowl 17. Dolphins are lead. We get Dolphins lead. No, it was the 1983 USFL title game, I believe. For you SpongeBob fans who might remember Sweet Victory, I believe it was, they were using clips from the 1983 USFL title game, league's inaugural title game. So obviously the USFL, which was as a halftime show, is about to start. Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. I don't think I can pronounce it because never really needed to. I mean, you can't get far removed from what we have now. Don't forget they had less at half the time as well. Mm. So that's about. I mean, Kaleidoscope. The thing is, yeah, Pete, the other networks used to counter program the halftime show. I mean, obviously WWE did with halftime heat last year, and they did back in 1999. They did it then. Excuse me. Everyone flipped. I mean, Mays only got it all together. You know, and don't get they did it in half the time that they get now. This obviously was back when it really was just filler. I'll be honest. I don't know what you guys' opinion is on this, but now definitely I prefer the musical performances we've been getting. You know, I mean, this is getting really impressive. To be fair, this is getting quite impressive. That Yeah, putting on a show, but I mean, obviously I grew up watching. I've grown up, with when the musical performances. The half times half an hour instead of 15 minutes, and yeah, it's a big musical performance. I mean, the halftime show's 12, 15 minutes, isn't it? They've got about 6 minutes to 6, 7.5 minutes to get it all set up, and then 6, 7, and the halftime show's about 12, 15 minutes, and they got to get it all put back. It's great work to see how it's all evolved. I mean, it was a guy in a bloody jetpack at Superbowl One, to where it's J-Lo and Shakira. It's big musical acts getting J-Lo and Shakira. You get so last year we had Maroon 5. I didn't think they were that bad. Justin Timberlake was okay. Lady Gaga as well. Coldplay. I thought they did really well. I thought Katy Perry, obviously, on a Robotic Lion, that was quite good. For that, it was Bruno Mars. I really enjoyed. There's one I really enjoyed watching live. It was Bruno Mars. I once who struck on Red Hot Chili Peppers. And maybe I've kind of grown on that bit, but Bruno Mars did absolutely brilliant when he did Treasure, and when he did A Lot of Out of Heaven, and when he did Just the Way You Are as well. So I'm just going to text a friend here. Me. And Beyonce as well. I mean, it's about we're in the halftime show at the moment. All I can think of is just how you couldn't be farther removed from the way we get the halftime shows now, obviously. Yeah, Beyonce. She was at Super Bowl. Obviously, Beyonce and Bruno Mars. We want Super Bowl 50. I thought that was pretty cool. That was great. And the grand finale. Big thing to the world, obviously being I forget this would have been the first American football game broadcast live on television, as I believe the Rose Bowl, I think as well, was also broadcast live on Channel 4. Yet they only did NFL coverage. They never really did, they never really did college football. They just did the NFL. Because in the old world of sport days, there was 2 games you only get highlights of. And it was the Rose Bowl and the Super Bowl. I mean, I think some of the ones from the 80s, I mean, Up With People, I mean, I'm kind of a bit about, I don't know, a bit. All right, well, we're nearly time for the second half. We enter part 2 in a minute. So, if you're watching, keep an eye on the description. When it's part 2, go on there. Okay. Also, I want to take this time during the bit of housekeeping, obviously. Just a reminder for those who've just joined us, I'm hoping to get some more Super Bowl content has finished, so switch over to part 2. We've just gone down again. Go back up now. Technical gremlins. Okay, so part 1's now officially done. So we're gonna head to part 2. We're gonna head there in 3, 2, and 1. Right. These are just highlights from the first half now. Right, we're there. And we're going to be locked in now for another 1 hour. Lisa, go. If you're still with us, glad for joining us. Let's not drop a like on the video as well. Obviously, I've still got some overdue editing deadlines with some wrestling reactions as well, but it'll take some time during these halftime hours to get back to that housekeeping we was going to do. So, yeah, I will. Hopefully, I'm focusing more on Super Bowl content. I'm going to try and see if I can get that out before the obviously Super Bowl on Sunday, and I'm also hoping I'm gonna use I'm gonna re-upload obviously me reaction sorry me countdown last year, my top 53. I'm gonna do it all as one single video. I think it'll become the second longest video on my channel behind this one. That'll premiere. I'm hoping to get it out Saturday, 11:30 GMT, exactly 24 hours prior to kickoff. And then I'm debating whether or not before that or after that I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna add 10 more commercials to the list, including ones from last year, including ones that I have seen since I made my original list, and to commemorate my 10th consecutive season of having a strong core following of the NFL. So watch out for that. Also, hoping next week I'm going to upload some XFL related content in relation to obviously XFL launching next week, as what week after the Super Bowl, starting February 8th. And I'm going to do how us in Blighty can watch it, and I've had some bold predictions. I'll see if I might get some friends involved in some bold predictions. Another one, so I'm going to write it down. I'm not going to show you guys, but you're going to see. They'll have nothing to do with the game. Obviously, that was the kickoff for Central touchdown. I mean, you can let me know your bold predictions as well when I shoot some. So I'm gonna hopefully, I might look at. Oh yeah, I've got about 4 bold predictions. I aren't giving them away. You will find them out sometime in the next week on the build up to the launch of the XFL. I'm going to ooh, Pete Rozelle. Yeah. Oh, the Pro Bowl. We never got them live. The sun setting. Alright, it's currently 9:34 here. This live stream. Hope you've been enjoying it. And I haven't been much. I've been talking some random stuff, but I mean, what can you expect, I guess? I'm kind of new to this self streaming thing. I haven't done it in a while. I'll say I used to do gaming streams on Ustream, if anyone remembers that, and on Twitch. I think I only did one on Twitch when I used to do gaming videos. I don't do now. Right, so second half now. Superbowl 17. Liv Dickenberg and Late Mail and also on the call again. In Pasadena, Miles Aiken, and we've got Nicky on and John Smith and some guests. Enjoy. As I think Neil Reynolds would say. Again, I'm not going to be watching on Sky. I hope not on Sky, the BBC. I'll hope to be watching on an Game Pass. Because you get the American commercials as well. Yeah, see some of the great ones. I can't wait. Right, so some other elements can say all formalities in the cell. So yeah, we knew the Killer Bees offense, didn't we? The Steelers a couple of years ago. Well, Ben Roethlisberger is the only one that Steelers. Antonio Brown, his career's finished because, well, I think his career's finished. He broke into Robert Kraft's house and said that it was innocent, obviously, with the allegations that was against him. Who should take him on? He broke into Robert Kraft's house. And obviously, Le'Veon Bell's doing great things on and running back for the Jets. I think could have been better still. It didn't help that Sam Darnold got contracted with Mono partway through the season. Salary's gone down. It's gone down. Back to normal. The game was brand new. Was not brand new, but it was kind of still in its infancy, and it won like how it is now. just think that sort of technology that's all commonplace now. You're just looking at it and you're seeing where where it's all in their infancy. This sort of technology when it was all its infancy, it was just starting to take off. No, I mean, welcome back. Right, so if you just join us, you want to be involved. It's we're in part two now. It's just going over 13 minutes in. Channel 4's broadcast. Channel 4 broadcast this game in the UK. The first time the Super Bowl was broadcast live. Obviously, the Super Bowl has been broadcast live in this country ever since. It was on Channel 4 for 18, 19, exclusively up until about 1996 Super Bowl 30 when obviously Sky joined the party as well. I believe that'll be when obviously then Channel 4 binned it off in 1998. It was just exclusively on Sky. I think it was about Super Bowl 38 that was broadcast live on Channel 5. And then obviously it was on ITV, Super 39, 40 and 41. But obviously on Sky each year because, well, the Sky have been there for it. And obviously Channel, it was BBC, yeah, from 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. The 6 years after that. Channel 5 for 48 and 49. I remember watching 48 on Channel 4. It wasn't pleasant, but I was looking between Sky and Channel 4. It wasn't pleasant because there was always begging people to stay up and watch the game even though the game was over. And obviously BBC have been doing it ever since. Obviously Sky have been doing it since I think Super Bowl 30. They've been broadcasting. One of those glares. It's just one of my lights here. Not studio lights. We have to deal with that. Fewest penalties allowed in the NFL that season was the Dolphins, 34. It feels weird you see how far it's evolving. There was no computer generated first and 10 line because that wasn't really a thing. There's no constant scoreboard you have to hear. It's something I've done a very terrible job on the stream. I must apologise for. I've done a very good job. And you just think of all the technology. It's nice to watch it because again, like I'm kind of seeing this game first time. I wasn't even born when this game took place, but I'm sure I've shown some people on the NFL UK Facebook page, and they can reminisce. Those who were old enough remember staying up to watch this game live on Channel 4. And when I have done the due diligence and watched the like going down, don't forget it was not quite brand new, but yeah, again, newish technology. It wasn't quite, it was a proper big, it wasn't like how it is. I mean, I really should have done this during the half time, but I'll give you as well off the telly where suddenly it's kind of the history of sport on Channel 4. It was this sporting cartel basically was saying, from back in November 2002 here, sport and television was straightforward. Saturday afternoon with Frank Borg, David Coleman, anchoring Grandstand on BBC One. 5 hours made of a football chat, racing and rugby, before the teleprinter crosses out the afternoon's results and the Doctor Who TARDIS materialised. What it meant, ITV's World of Sport with Dickie Davies, who, as Clive J once memorably observed, folds his hands, leans forward, and smiles even under his moustache, while linking the ITV7, Kemba Megasaki's latest bout on World Target Clown Diving Championship, or the World Bus Jumping Classic. Back then, Sky was still an obscure network pumping out rock videos and reruns of I Love Lucy to disinterested cable viewers in places like Swindon. The idea that one day we would be paying them to watch live coverage of top flight football scenes done in live, largely due to the fact that there was no live coverage of top flight football on any channel in the dates. Yeah, there weren't really live games, but we only talk about soccer. It was this sporting cartel that in the autumn of 1982, Channel 4 was to shatter. On Sunday, November 7th at 5:30 p.m, the network's multicolored 4 logo donned a gridiron helmet and snorted scenes to herald its first sports programme. And for the first 10 years of Channel 4's life, American football was to be the flagship of its sporting portfolio. The scheduling attracted a decent audience of young men eager to escape songs of praise and Antiques Roadshow, but there was a problem. The NFL players had gone on strike over pay negotiations. It meant presenter Nicky Horn and sidekick Miles Aiken had front matches played earlier in the season. It barely mattered, after all. Most viewers didn't know the teams, the players, or indeed the results. Being new, but I think I'll probably go here. Eventually, the players abandoned their brassieres and disbanded their picket lines in time for Channel 4 to broadcast the NFL showcase occasion, the Super Bowl live for the first time in January 1993 in London. Horn was joined by British-born star Ron Smith, while Aiken was reporting from Pasadena. Obviously, the year after, Nicky was in Tampa for where obviously Super Bowl XVIII was, and I think that was where I suppose they completely built it out there. With Miles Aiken, I'm trying to think, was he actually there? Or was it chroma key background? I mean, it was a chroma key background, but I'm just thinking, was he actually there, or was it chroma key background and trying to give you the hard sell that was there, that it was there at the stadium? Because it was a little bit different. It was doing commercial. I think I really should have done it during this break here. Sun setting in Pasadena. I don't know how well the sound from my TV that I'm watching the game on. How good is that coming off on the stream? How good is it coming off? John Riggins. Yeah, I know Joe Theismann, John Riggins. I know that about them, obviously. The Hogs. The offensive line, I guess. Yeah, there you go. The Hogs. The Theismann. No Theismann, obviously he got that flea flicker We also got sacked by one of the best defensive players in NFL history, Lawrence Taylor, on Monday Night Football back in 1985. And I know that from the blind side, our legendary quarterback Joe Theismann, he never played another down of football. Just showing us watching it's Super Bowl 17, watch along on the 37-year anniversary of when that game was broadcast live on Channel 4, the first Super Bowl to be broadcast live on British television, and everyone ever since then has been broadcast live on British television. And it'll continue to do so this year especially, and a little bit more after that. On top of the video, I think I've been mentioning a little bit about the petition for just joining us as well. If you want to talk about this infamous petition where there was it's been doing the rounds on social media. It's gathered media attention about the 16-year-old who wants Super Bowl next year to be on a Saturday, not a Sunday, and thinks it'll benefit everyone because, well, hey, those in America who likely calling sick for work because they ate too much the night before, they got too hammered. Over. What do you think? If you're watching it live, let us know in the chat. If you're not watching it live, let me know down in the comment section. Big players here. I haven't been paying attention to Scott. I've been talking here. We talk too much. We just talk too much. Just thought we had a close call there. Something I don't really want to broadcast. Not to. Yeah, there's one thing why I was reluctant. Sorry about that. That's a bit rude there. I don't know if I was a bit rude, but we're back on now. So anyway, if you just join in, 26:40 on part 2. You just want to watch along with me here. And we've got a bit of downtime here, so I've just gone to break. 17-13 Dolphins winning. If I remember, I think the Redskins won this game, and obviously they lost to the Raiders. But I know either way they lost to the Raiders the year after. So, Marcus Allen and the LA Raiders is the one then known. We'll say yes. I'm just watching the whole game. I mean, I've seen a few classic games in my time, Super Bowl or otherwise, from the NFL. And you just, one thing I think of from the production standpoint, you just think, how far we've come. It's insane. I keep thinking it's not Dan Marino. Not Marino. I was to say it's for us, obviously, that's including commercials. All the commercials have been taken out, thankfully. I ain't going to tell you why. I'm going to say thankfully, but being obviously as well, this before it became such a big experience, the Super Bowl with commercials, and well, Britain, we don't get them nice commercials anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. Where's your sock? Right there. And just a lot of things on my mind at the moment as well. About how I'm gonna do this ball predictions video that I'm gonna do next week. So logistics, obviously, I can't sort of feeling see. I'm just saying back then this was groundbreaking. So there's some housekeeping here. Hoping you guys can see, I've gave away my bold predictions. I will be coming out hopefully next week. Some of the housekeeping, the housekeeping is what the handsome was serving. Regret Thursday, for Friday, wherever you're watching around the world. Charlie Brown did not catch that football, did he? I know he caught it earlier. It's Joe Theismann, so he's had quickly gone there. Not quite as epic fail as Charlie Brown from the Peanuts franchise. I've never really watched Peanuts. I never really watched the Peanuts franchise. Never really did as a kid. See that sunset over Pasadena. Channel 4 are going to stay right here because it's time to go to commercial. ABC go to commercial, they stay right where they are. If you hear Miles Akin, name that payday they'll get, that bonus they'll get for winning the big game. Matching band, they're doing rock around the clock, 5:29 to go. It's 17-13, close, tight Super Bowl game here from Pasadena on the 37th anniversary of when this game took place. Selection from the Goodyear blimp. Yeah. And setting, obviously, maybe Southern California. Well, it's Southern California in late January. And as I once said to some people when I was in my teens, or so, it's kind of just like more England in the late summer's night in late winter's night in some winter's night in California and in Florida is similar to a late summer's night in England, where it's gonna be nice and warmish during the day when it's a good summer in England, which I've been getting a lot of recently, and it's just a little bit chilly on the night. Obviously, yeah, which was broadcast on NBC, I believe, during the strike. I'm gonna try and do a Dick Enberg impression. It will turn out like how would Cosell, the legendary commentator of Monday Night Football, here on ABC. All the legendary moments of the 70s in the National Football League on featured with me in the booth and the likes of Don Meredith and the crew here Monday on ABC's Monday Night Football. We were the original primetime game of the National Football League, and we hope to, and I hope it will one day return to be the best. I'm not sure how good of a Howard Cosell impression like last thing. If I try to do Dick Enberg, it's going to end up more like Howard Cosell. Yeah. This is Womelka. Another legendary late great commentator for the NFL. Shame the first year he got the Super Bowl. He won it, but obviously had another legendary commentator, the late great Frank Gifford. Michaels and John Mann, obviously when Pat Summerall retired. Obviously, I think John Mann's the only guy he's the only guy to have called Super Bowls with all four major networks. Speaking of all four major networks, obviously the rumours were that ABC wanted to get back in the rotation of broadcasting the Super Bowl. Obviously, it's Fox who do it this year. Normally it's NBC, but like it's gonna be CBS instead. Because obviously, then I think NBC the year after that in the rotation. Because where I've seen it, where it's Fox, CBS, then NBC. So no, Fox, NBC, CBS. Big fan. I mean, is it possible that maybe that they could have all four networks in the rotation? So I think if ESPN was ever to broadcast the Super Bowl, they'd have it on ABC, but they could do the mega cast like they do for the BCS, the college football playoff dash game. So I said BCS, and obviously they do it for the BCS. You know, they do it for the national college football playoffs. They did it obviously this year. Obviously they did it for the national title game, as they have done the last couple of years. 43-25 if you want to join us part 2. Link in the description of the video. Super Bowl 17, the Redskins and the Dolphins, and it's Channel 4's coverage. The first Super Bowl that was broadcast live on British television this day, 38 years ago. David Woodley. That's sneakers and tights. No handkerchief there. No, it's not a penalty flag. Yeah, I'm fully clothed. Well, any of you idiots behind the keyboard. And you know who you are. You know who you are. Ooh! That was intercepted out, looked close, picked off by the Skins. Yeah, the Skins win this. I'm not sure who wins this one, but I thought, yeah, well, it's either Dolphins or the Skins. And obviously, the Redskins, I believe they lose because when Pete Rozelle is giving the trophy to Al Davis in the locker room, apparently them two were the best of friends. They absolutely hate each other. They both wanted out the room immediately, according to Brent Musburg, obviously in the NFL documentary, the timeline of the series about 1984, the year that saved football, 1984 season. Ooh. Well, the Elephants, the friggin' look there, could have been a really good play there and got another touchdown. If you stay till the end, I might give a prediction for the Super Bowl. It's going to be a tough one. I'm going to give you a score prediction, but I might have a go at making a prediction. I might have it changed before Sunday. I'm finding it really hard to tip. We're still in the third quarter. It's had six. There's no scoreline, is there? This is just me filming off a webcam. Ooh, fakes. Oh, Biden nearly intercepted. That'd have been a right pick six. Right good play. Don't forget, it's my first proper stream here. I've done it in a while. if you want to do the watch along part of this watch along, like I said, links in the description. We're up to part 2. It's about 47 minutes gone, and it'll be about 47:40. But you gotta hurry up. If you can do split screen, or if you got 2 devices, you got me here on your phone or something, or you're on your laptop, or your tablet, or you can have me on here, and you also talk about it while you watch the game on your big screen, colour, high definition television. There, while I've had a little hiccup with the stream so far, I'm worried why I was looking. I'm thinking, am I going to say something and line up to broadcast? I think I might have done a little bit, might give away too much information, but I've definitely not done it in excess. Personal assessment thus far, but we've still got a way to go. Yeah, we're still in the third quarter. I think it might be the end of the third quarter. A nice old settee there. Been brand new back then. What time again? We've got the newspaper archive here. 10:45. Not sure if I'd have done a live stream from 10:45. I'll do premiere at 11:30 British time, but I won't do a live stream at 10:45. Yes, definitely not to watch a 37-year-old game. When BC had the AFC package. Back to the game. Can you see like roll? Anyway, 19 PM right now. Attendance record. If you want to join in with us and progress, link to part 2 down in the description area of this video, and it is 51, 52 minutes. Beg your pardon. Just while those watching, just want to make sure we're right in sync with you guys. That's where you know where we are. Where I am here watching it, you guys are the same. I'm sure hoping you guys are the same as well. In the raw right now. Not like that, if you know what I mean. It's unedited, uncut, as it happens live in living colour. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter now. Fourth quarter of Super Bowl 17. 17-13, there's a commercial. Don't forget the commercials. It will be the year before we have the 1984 commercial, which all starts this trend that we all know and love nowadays, where there's a lot of commercials and a lot of big ones as well. Also, what do you think about obviously Pro Bowls has come and gone? What do you think of it being during the bye week rather than being at the week after the Super Bowl? I mean, again, I grew up watching it other than the week before the Super Bowl, so the week after. I think it's fun. I mean, the only downside, yeah, it's meant to be all the best players, but it's all the best players who didn't make the Super Bowl. I love it what it said on PTI though last week about them doing like for the onside kick, the 4th and 19, I believe it was, similar to the 4th and 12 play that was used in the Alliance in American football. And I love it how Mike Wilborn was just absolutely dissing it. He's absolutely dissing it. And I think, as well, from myself, okay, there you go. That's a normal. I don't know why it does that. I was saying, bloody, I mean, that means the NFL can't use the sky cam and players getting mic'd up, like how you get, because that came from the original XFL, which was a massive flop because it was impossible to take the league seriously. It was. It really was. And we know this reboot coming in a couple of weeks will not be like that because, well, the starters, it's going to be a serious spring league. Vince McMahon has stated he will have no crossover with WWE. I'll see how that goes. There won't be cheerleaders because there won't be a stunt where they're going to go inside the cheerleaders' locker room because there's no cheerleaders because of changing attitudes when it comes to women entertaining sports fans and promotional work and handiwork for it ever since he was named commissioner. And I think that, I think Vince said he'd stay in the background. I've had a few problems over back. We said that we had some problems. Fine though. Like Vince said he was going to stay. Mr. McMahon said he was going to stay in the back and let the experts handle it. I think the XFL has benefited from the fact the AF didn't last the season. I mean, I was devastated. Again, it was just nice to wake up the morning for the Super Bowl and not think football's over. I mean, I'm talking American football. I've been given grief why I call it football. So I was just going to get in. 1, 2, 3, 4, back to normal. Thankfully, it was during instant replay, so I haven't missed anything. It's on demand, so I can just look back at it. Sorry about this glare as well. This light, can't really do anything about that, sadly. 2-2 on the turnover front. We're going on here for about 3 hours now. I thought we was gonna have to finish it off, but okay, disconnect my card from that. So about 57 minutes, so got 43 minutes. It's a good 50 minutes still to go. Again, this is I think the cable connecting. I'm using an Apple TV. It does get. You might look at getting a new cable, but it's that unlimited income. I don't know. I think I've got a few spare I can use. So obviously you guys got. Yeah, I'll probably use in the coming week, obviously next week. We're doing I'm doing a bit of XFL build up and San when to really shoot, and obviously, definitely Monday will be. I'm going to reserve that day for shaking off my hangover when I get back on the alcohol. January's over, but you can still donate. Link is in the description of this video. Still donate, save some lives, and help beat cancer. This one, it says DVD, but obviously the VHS put onto a DVD, and it might be a rip of a DVD, where it was a VHS transferred to a DVD. Because, well, DVDs were, I'm pretty sure DVDs weren't a thing in 1983. The DVDs really caught. Would have been the nice, so let's see. Well, don't let me know this, the audio's going well. You're just using the webcam mic, so it's not pleasant. His mum and boys smell like you mean it's in my head. Graphics, I mean, on the American front especially, look great for 1983 because don't forget Miles Aiken. Don't forget, you want to know what video it is? SB17, Redskins versus Dolphins, DVD 2 of 2. It's got a London version in brackets. Link is down in the description. Where it says part 2, link is down in the description area below. And when if you watch it on demand, I'll possibly add it, in the iCat, where, so you know where to catch the video as well. Go back to the game. Well, yeah, obviously not Monday. I will be filming on Monday. On my reaction, I will be filming. I plan probably to not going to do a live stream. Not going to do any video on Monday live or pre-tapes. We're going to watch. I think in honour because it'll be the 20-year anniversary of when the XFL was initially announced. I watched the Charlie episode directed 30th play on the XFL, the original XFL. I think that'd be a good watch if you're able to. Obviously, on Monday, February 3rd, it's a really good watch, and I'll set you up for the XFL. I'm confident this will last the season. Going on for about over 3 hours. If you're still watching, I don't think many of you are watching it live. You'll probably be watching it pre-taped. And links in the description. I don't think I need to remember. In case you are watching it live, I forget someone just tuning in. 103:30 on part 2. Link to that video in the description if you want to watch it in a double box, or if you want to watch this on your mobile device, for example. On the iPad right here. So see, there's me right there. And you know, oh my god, you know, if you're watching the game, you can watch the game on your big screen, high definition television. Welcome to do that. I do like seeing that. Do it. So, should really ask someone as well. I'm really intrigued how, you know, what it was all like prior, like how it is now, and all the shops are dying breed, according to my dad. He's regular. And it's just for the convenience, yeah, you can just do it from your phone, can't you? Seventeen, 13. Oh, can't see one again. We're up. We're back up. See, I had to be during a big play. Touchdown Redskins. That should put them in the lead. That Higgins. Is Shula. Riggins in it. He slipped and fell. So if I start, I'm going to think about Big Bang Theory. Right. Yeah, it's Riggins who did the rush into the end zone. 30 rushes for 142 yards, average 4.7, and a touchdown. Up and good. That will put the Redskins to the lead. So this picture goes that dead again. Everything's been going wrong, hasn't it? Oh, it's okay, it's on the replay. See there, Higgins, for Riggins, John Riggins. From about the 45-yard line. It will. I only saw that cable. I'm not going to sort out now. Until I open it. 10 days since I could just order one now. But I think I've got a few spare that I can use. First time the Redskins are in the lead in the game. Obviously, I'm live, but the game isn't. And obviously, I believe that was when the Dolphins had the undefeated season. 14 game regular season, not 16 regular season. The only one coming close ever since was the New England Patriots in 2007. They fell at the final hurdle, losing to the underdog New York Giants in the Super Bowl thanks to David Tyree's helmet catch. And obviously Manning threw it to Plaxico Burress, who scored the winning touchdown, which clinched the game for the G-Men. $10, 1 second to go in the quarter, fourth quarter. Obviously, this game didn't go to overtime because only Super Bowl 51 is the only Super Bowl game ever to go to overtime. But what I was saying earlier about the NFL using for the Pro Bowl, the rule similar to the 4th and 19, alternative for the onside kickers used by the AAF, the now defunct AAF. As I've even said on PTI, it's not allowed to use the 3-point shot then all the players they got from the ABA when they merged with the ABA. Released from the Miami 45 into the end zone, a touchdown. You notice sometimes I do have a picture here, but it will be coming back up soon, hopefully. Let me know if there's been any. Oh, it's like it's going again. Let me know if there's been any problems here on your end. Not many of you watching it live. Rather than staying to the end, really. So if you're watching on demand, let me know if there's been really any problems with it down in the comment section below. And don't just 111.47. Keep an eye on social media for you. And looking wrong. We've been on for 3.25 hours here. It is currently, I'm coming out 7:30. It's now 10:41. around the time the game started, exactly 38 years ago. So we're about a couple of hours behind. I get so about about about, about 37, about 36 years, 364 days, and 20 about 21 hour 21 out 20 about 20 hours and 50 minutes later. Go. It's go in Super Bowl 17. There's one person being with the mother still aware. I hope you enjoyed it. It says it on one person watching. I wonder. John Riggins. It's not Higgins. It's Riggins. I know, right? Got the chain team. I believe the World Football League in the 70s and another. I think it was what spring or summer football failure. They was going to do the system called the Dicker Rod, which sadly never really caught on. And one, might have saw a bit of an encroachment, but uh, then blocked by I believe it was what was it the Killer Bees I think from remember. Obviously, Killer Bees in the future would have been the Steelers' offense. Obviously, Ben Roethlisberger, Tony Brown is now at the NFL, who's now with the Jets. 35 rushes. New record for John Riggins. Rushes and yards in Super Bowl history. Yeah, I haven't really seen this game before. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. I'm just bringing what on the screen. There's I think the lack of graphics, and it's not like how it is now. Shows how far the way the game has been presented and how it's The signal's on, we're back. Had a few problems like that tonight, haven't we? In the fourth quarter. Don't see Channel 4 coming to commercial break now. Don't forget, it's unlike the last two times. Actually, goes. We are back. We're back. We're back. Back. Yep. I know we're gone. So yeah, 48. Yeah, 31 plays. So out, not the last five. I think the last five. My calculation is correct. Yeah, five. Well, obviously it was shared with Sky. Sky. It was a round, but it was like, yeah. I think I read that article earlier in the video. You know how we cable viewers, and just the idea that we'd be paying to watch live Premier League football or from the Premier League, live top flight soccer or football, and live F1 and all that, all sorts of stuff, sport content. You wouldn't have thought of it back then. You wouldn't have thought of it. Wouldn't have been thought of. Absolutely wouldn't have done. We're back now, 4:33 to go in the game. Obviously, some sausages won 120, about to go 121, 143.32. So we've got about a cool 20 minutes left. Obviously, we've got the trophy presentation. And I did do a bit of due diligence. So yeah, we'll go right to the end of the broadcast. And even get the Channel 4 closed down, because this was before TV channels in the UK were on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It came about in the 80s. But you know, now, it's not like how it is now. Well, no TV history lesson here. I can read something off the website TV Arc, obviously doing the beta testing right now. About ITV, old overnight services. Up until the mid 80s, all British television stations closed down for the night at around 12:30. Obviously, this had been running late because obviously live coverage of the Super Bowl. And the only time, obviously, they would have run overnight would have been, like in the BBC's case, it'd be live coverage of a sporting event that was going on abroad. You know, like I think the '84 Olympics. I know they did for Live Aid. You know, they went on till 4 in the morning. But normally around 12:30. So not like if it was a special event. So on an average night, not when there was a big event, not when there's something like the Olympics or the World Cup or Super Bowl or even a big event like Live Aid, you won't be getting events. You know, normally Charlie Brown. Did he catch the football again? Essentially, was somebody giving a history lesson here. Crap history teacher. Around 12:30, sometimes an hour up to an hour later on Friday nights and Saturday nights. Some of the ITV companies they wanted to expand their broadcasting hours in the belief it was an untapped market for TV tonight. As early as 1983, London Weekend Television was experimenting with extra hours on Friday night and Saturday nights during its nightlife strand, which pushed back close down until after 2 a.m. Towards the latter part of the decade, Channel 4 had extended late night broadcast hours and trumping staff. The regional ITV companies were required to play out the network's commercial breaks, even if the main station had already closed down. Finally, yeah, there was good ITV. There was a fumble. The Dolphins recover. Yeah, I think they did experiment. You know, they weren't quite as common, but I mean, if you go to the listings, we've got them up here. On board of some of the ITV regional companies here. STV in Scotland. Yeah, they was off about 12:30 on the Saturday. BBC One was off at 12:55. Channel for 1:35. For television till about, I think it is midnight. Ulster television, 12:50, I think it was. Rampion television was 12:35. And then on that night, on the Sunday night, we're talking about right now, BBC One went off about 12:10, and this would be Scotland. So I've got here the Glasgow Herald. Yeah, I haven't paid much attention to the game, Mickey. 11:55 BBC Two, STV 12:30, obviously 2:30 for Channel 4, Grampian, midnight, 12:50, I think, Ulster television, 11 Border television, Cumbria, I believe, 11:25 with South Hampshire. A 2-minute warning. I've obviously had that big play from Miami, but there's a way to make it interesting, not just me sitting here watching an old Super Bowl here on Superbowl LIV. I think we're trying to make it interesting. Have I succeeded? Have I failed? I just think now, it's emails and more tweets now, isn't it? So about 126 flat now. So Rasman, he's got a touchdown. No surprise that looked out of bounds for, rugby league season starts, but I'll be like, got a true electric chip for grounding, as if it was rugby league, that'd be. Previous play is done, or I go is now. And you can thank the USFL for this, I think, where players can get reviewed by instant replay, but obviously it's in the 2-minute warning, so it doesn't really matter. The previous play is under further review. Good. After further review, the rule on field is stands as called. Like, this stuff the USFL, you know what I mean? Like, the USFL, that's not around anymore, is it? And it's, the NFL uses the 2-point conversion, players being reviewable by instant replay, coaches' challenges. What do you think? Do you think, obviously, there is going to be something like the Sky Judge in the XFL, isn't there? There's going to be like something like the Sky Judge. I think that if the NFL adopts that, obviously they use the 4th and 19 rule. If it went well, it does show badly a feeder league's needed in the NFL, because that's the NFL. That's what NFL Europe was for. If they wanted to test out a rule change, they test out an NFL Europe. And I think he got it. I think I'm paying attention to be babbling. Charlie Brown caught the football. It's an eight career touchdowns in his rookie season, and Charlie Brown caught the football. I think the Skins might. 27-17, fourth quarter, inside the 2-minute warning, and I think it looks like the Skins will win it as the opening kickoff. $1:48 to go. Jimmy Carter's in attendance. Picks off and oh no. Bloody hell, if he'd have got that victory formation or victory would have been victory formation for the skins there. Honestly, I haven't been paying much attention. I'm listening to the babbling. They're trying to make it more interesting. So it's not just me sitting here watching the game with you guys. I'll do it victory formation for the Redskins. I was kind of thinking, yeah, the Redskins are going to win. Obviously, come back the year after, where they lose to Marcus Allen and the LA Raiders. The 1 minute 12 to go, Joe Theismann can just take a knee. There is John Riggins. Think him and Theismann. Which one of them got MVP? I guess we'll find out. Got cool about 10 minutes left. Then I'll probably wrap it up. Enjoyed the stream. Next, was send off the Pro Bowl. That was back when the Pro Bowl was the week after the Super Bowl instead of the week before. I mean, I don't mind it. There that goes. Okay. John Riggins obviously scoring the winning touchdown, I believe. No, sorry, that was Charlie. I beg your pardon, it was Charlie Brown, but but I think yeah, Riggins definitely, he definitely made a victory formation for Joe Theismann. Well deserved MVP. John Riggins, he made a really good load of really good plays, and we obviously I was beg your pardon, yeah. Now the coach Joe Gibbs. He's got a few Super Bowl. He's got a Super Bowl ring or two, and he's got a few championship rings in NASCAR. Obviously, it was the 80s when NASCAR really started to become a regional southern sport and started to get adopted by the rest of the nation. 27-17, the final of Super Bowl 17. We're not finished yet. We're going to finish watching the broadcast. Good about minutes ago. 136.22 is about 143.32. So we've got about 7 minutes to go. Yeah, Miles Aikens here. Thanks everyone who's watched this stream. Not many live, sadly, but if you have, fair play to you, well done. If you watch on demand, fair enough. Yeah, exactly. Riggins brought out some Russian records, including the Super Bowl Russian record. I'm not sure if it's been broken. Let us know in the comments. Have a look it up. Oh, I'll watch it up to probably. Oh yeah, because I forget it's got the the BBC report for their homecoming. We're not going to bother with that. And we'll just watch it up to about Channel 4's close down. So yeah, less than 10 minutes actually. I think I'm gonna actually look that up actually. About 1:42:05. So we've got about a good 4 minutes to go. Well, good 4 minutes or so. I'm only going to watch it up to. I remember that it's got BBC News report, believe it or not. BBC covering the NFL. 1983, obviously cover the NFL now. That ends because Right now, it's just you tweeting. Oh, this is the wish. Okay, that was Super Bowl 17. I'm not going to watch it till the end, so we'll probably watch it up until Channel 4's closed down. So we've got about a good minute or so left. Obviously, they're all the end credits, but they do. From when I've watched it, I've only just watched it up to the end, just to checks and that. And well, you have the live close down of the close down. See you on September. And we've been going on for 3 hours, no, 3 hours, 40 minutes. I think it's a raw. Alright, so prepare to leave. We're going to call it a night. Finally, as the classic four score closes out, Channel 4 closed down. You can feel free to pause it and finish it there. That's just going to be it for this live stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a long one. I know. Well, we haven't had much, and I've just been babbling. I haven't been paying much attention to the game. I mean, it's NFL history. Obviously, it's the first Super Bowl broadcast live on UK television, and everyone ever since then has been and will continue to do so, at least for the near future. So the Sky and the BBC, Sky definitely in the contract year. Hopefully they're keen to keep it, and you will get updates on the Big Mark YouTube channel, my YouTube channel here. Obviously, I hope to do some more Super Bowl content. I will premiere hopefully Saturday 11:30 for my top 53 Super Bowl commercials of all time. That'll be the full list, the same list I did last year, but the full list in one video. The part videos aren't going anywhere; they're going to stay there. It's whatever floats your boat. Do you want it all the picks in one? Do you want all the entries in one go, or do you prefer them in parts? It's all up to you guys. If you watch it on demand, be sure to drop a like on the video if you finished there yet. I'm finished mentioning. Also, I believe I'm hoping 7:30 UK time, obviously all time British time. 7:30 on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. I'm hoping to add 10 more entries to the list, so that basically commemorate my 10th consecutive year of watching the National Football League. And also, just to finish it off, finish things off, I'm hoping next week as well, on the build up to the kickoff of the XFL season, I'll be doing bold predictions. I hope I didn't spoil them during stream I actually on my phone. Hoping I didn't spoil them that well. Hoping I haven't. I really hope I haven't. And I'll hope to be watching. And I'll hope to be giving you info for us folk here in Blighty how we can watch the games for those not in the know. Well, that's going to be it for this live stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, drop a like. If you haven't, fair enough. No hard feelings, drop a dislike. Be sure to comment below if you'd like to watch on demand. I've answered a few questions like what's your thoughts on that petition? Do you think the Super Bowl should be moved to a Saturday? And all that. What your memories are watching Super Bowl 17 for those old enough. And I'm definitely not one of them. Be sure as well to, if you're brand new, you like what you see here, you want some more, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications so you know whenever the hell I post next. Be sure to tell your friends how much of a great YouTuber I am. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Hawkins_MattUS and on Instagram at BigMattHawk18. And as always, if you need some cheer, have no fear. Big Matt Hawk is here. Goodbye, everybody.